Okay, let's talk about this program. You'll spend 11 days in Costa Rica, leaving on January 6th and returning on the 16th. However, you should expect to complete coursework both before and after the trip, from January 4th through the 23rd. This program, based on the course Fundamentals of Plastics, Materials, and Processing, is 3 credits, and it's open to students with a cumulative GPA of 2.0 or above, who are sophomore level or higher, and who have completed one of the prereqs, which are Impacts of Engineering, Materials and Manufacturing Processes, Introduction to Engineering Materials, and Packaging Materials, Polymers, and Glass. With that, I'll turn it over to you, Adam, to share more about the program.
Thanks, Chella. So this course is ETech 251, as Chella mentioned, where we learn about plastic materials, processing techniques, and manufacturing. By coupling this with a study abroad opportunity to Costa Rica, what we'll be able to do is learn about those topics while also being exposed to all the culture, food, and manufacturing opportunities that are available in Costa Rica. The course itself covers plastics material science. Plastics are highly utilized throughout the world and continue to be utilized in many more applications. They're very important right now, especially with the global pandemic, and they're used in personal protective equipment. And so we certainly rely on plastics, not only in the medical field, but also in the automotive and aerospace industries, consumer electronics. Your laptop or your phone that you're watching this on would be made from plastic. There's also a wide variety of plastics processing techniques to shape and form those plastics into the products we use, and understanding those processes and the design of the products and the processing techniques is very important. One of the things I'm really excited about with this study abroad opportunity is the travel to the San Jose, Costa Rica area. There's a really major medical device manufacturing hub. And so there are a lot of companies, Wisconsin-based and other US-based companies, such as Prent Corporation, Scientific Molding Corporation, Abbott, that have manufacturing facilities in the San Jose, Costa Rica area. I think it'll be really, really interesting for students as they learn about the course content prior to, during, and after the actual trip, to be able to visit these facilities and witness the design and manufacturing of plastic products for a wide variety of industries, especially the medical device industry in Costa Rica. I think it will really help to open students' eyes to the opportunities outside of their hometown, or Wisconsin or Minnesota or wherever they may be from, and realize that there's a lot of opportunities to work in other countries like Costa Rica in high-tech, fulfilling careers, and that there are a lot of career opportunities outside of the U.S. And I think what also will be really interesting and fulfilling will be the opportunity for all the sightseeing and cultural activities that we'll be able to explore while in Costa Rica, as you can see on the screen, regarding the National Theater and Museum and the parks and other factories that we can go tour. What I see, our program at our university at UW-Stout is highly involved and integrated with the industry. And one of the big things that I hear from managers in the plastics industry in Wisconsin, Minnesota, is they're really looking for young engineers who have been exposed to study abroad or to travel outside of the United States. With the globalization of manufacturing, a lot of companies have facilities overseas or in different countries, and they're really looking for young engineers who've had that experience. They have a passport, they travel internationally, they visit other countries, they are aware of their culture and customs, and that they're not afraid to do that sort of travel. And that could be anywhere at a company, from going overseas or to a different country for a few days or a week or two, up to months, and there are even permanent relocation opportunities for employers if they so choose. So I think that's really the big advantage, is that these companies are looking for young engineers who have this experience and are looking to travel, because they are so global that there's very few companies that are really just have a single location in a single town in Wisconsin. Costa Rica, as we discussed, is really a major hub, and that's why some of these Wisconsin-based companies and others have facilities in that country. And so I think that's really the big advantage of going there and just being exposed to all those things. And that's really what a lot of employers that I talk to are looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, luckily we have a lot of data now that, I mean, really statistically shows that study abroad participants, they are earning more than their peers who don't participate in study abroad. They're getting hired at higher rates. So we absolutely see it in the numbers. One question I had also was that there's sometimes a perception that if you're in a STEM major, that study abroad just isn't possible because of how strict or rigorous the course schedule is. What do you say to that?
I think this is a great opportunity because it's a required course in multiple programs within engineering and technology. And the opportunity to take it over the winter will free up those students to fit in more of their required courses during the semesters, which are not allowed or offered during winter or summer. So I think you're absolutely right. I mean, there are a lot of prerequisite requirements typically within our engineering and technology programs, and the ability to take this class as a study abroad opportunity not only will build their skill set from a technical standpoint, it'll also build their skill set from a travel and cultural standpoint, but also allow them to ease their credit load throughout the rest of the academic semester or academic year, as they have already taken 3 credits.
Before we bring in Lisa and Jamie, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about costs because it is always a question and a concern. You can see here on the slide that the total estimated cost is $5,435, which includes the program fee of $4,800 that covers tuition and fees, airfare, local transportation, accommodation, cultural events, and some meals. The total cost also includes about $635 for out-of-pocket expenses, such as airline baggage fees, meals on your own, and spending money for things like souvenirs. When considering the cost, remember that we have a great section on our website called Finances, where you can learn about your options to use financial aid, apply for loans, and also use scholarships and crowdfunding sites to finance your experience.